Espinoza. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
That's down and in. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. And he's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Keith Bryant, the next Giant to hit. That's inside, and that's ball 1. On the ground, right side, a dive, nice stop, nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
To third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting fourth, center fielder, number 21.
And at first, and digging in for San Francisco, Emilio Perez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Sends it to first. That's the third out. So the Giants leave 1. And now the Red Sox. Back here at Fenway. And towing the slab in this one, Charlie Stevens. How about a report on him, Chris?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Random pulls that one down, and there's one away. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Now the number 2 hitter. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive. And foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Just missed. Ball. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Nice grab. Red Sox go down quietly. We played an inning. No score. Back here in
Leading off
Boston,
for San
and the batter will
Francisco,
be the shortstop, Danny Mendick. Espinoza back to work. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
This one in the air. Random under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch
the
was
designated
right
hitter,
down the
number
middle. I think he
29.
got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Danny Jones in the box now. No balls and a strike. No score here in the second. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses, and that's ball one.
This is a batter
ball,
who
two
clearly
strikes.
performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and there are two outs.
Batting seventh. Catcher,
And here's the
number
rookie
31.
catcher, Ronaldo Starnes. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. This one in the air. Huffman settles underneath it. Brings it in for the third out. Giants down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the
Leading
second.
off
And
for
now
the Red
Cameron
Sox,
Cannon.
second baseman, number 5.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Late swing fouled off. Inside,
1-2.
almost got him. This one in the air, right field. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play.
Batting
You know
fifth,
what they say, he
catcher,
couldn't have
number
thrown it out
23.
there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Lane Huffman,
Ball
the
high.
next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Perez makes the grab, one down.
Batting sixth.
Here's the third baseman, Elmer
number
Lopez.
29.
2 for 6 so far in the series. Yeah, that's fouled off. Cannon, the base runner at first with one out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Felt hard in, soft away, and now
No
he's in an
balls,
0-2
two
count.
strikes.
He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little bit, and just try to get the bat to the baseball.
And that one
Ball,
missing
that's
low.
down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider
Batting
down and
seventh,
away from a
First
same-side
baseman,
thrower
number
as the
20.
hitter, I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Joe Brandom digs in now. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Hit in the air, right field. Random makes the play, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave. On to the 3rd inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Joe Brandom. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's way high. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Joe Brandom at the plate and takes high there. And that one a little bit high.
2-0.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Swing and a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now at the plate, Mariano Rosales.
That missed. That's the ball.
Just missed. Rosales, in his rookie season, just 19 years old. And he was born in Cuba. Rosales started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. That's a swing, according to umpire Woody Keller. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside, 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that high four-seam fastball becomes such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Two on, 2 outs. That one missing inside. And another ball. Perez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Random, the lead runner out at second. Rosales on at first with 2 down. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 3-1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And that one in the air center field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Shortstop, number 21.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9th, designated hitter, number 22.
And now the DH, Joe Brandon. In for a strike, 0-1. That one missed. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now Trent Cruz.
Number 28.
He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. And we're still knotted at 0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. In there at the knees, and that is strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next pitch is outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Emilio Perez with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Danny Mendick will hit next. First time up was a pop out. Espinoza keeping an eye on him. High in the air, out to right. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Danny Jones. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in for a strike. Ground ball left side, could be two. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, number 31.
And up next for the Giants, Ronaldo Starnes. He popped out his first time. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Okay. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Joe Brandon, the next Giant to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Perez over at second. Jones at first. 2 out of the inning.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Two outs. And that drops in for a strike. And a ball and 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back in Boston. Now the left fielder, number 3.
Left fielder, number 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Anthony Valencia up next for the Red Sox. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground. And it goes just foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Base Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the second baseman, Cameron Cannon. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Step off, throw to first.
Hey,
Valencia dives back in safely. Fought off foul. Kicks and fires. Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Elmer Lopez. Struck out swinging his first time. That's outside.
No, that's out.
And that is ball 1. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 2-1. Ripped to short. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
San
duel
Francisco,
so far.
right
Here's how the
fielder,
starters have
number 23.
performed up to this point. Espinoza back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon. And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Ball 1 low. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Mariano Rosales getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. And that one off the outside edge.
2 balls, no strikes.
In for a strike. Good slider. Right through there for a strike. In the air, right side. And it's caught for the out. And up next for San Francisco, Keith Bryant. 0 for 2 in this one. Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, 3rd out. Giants go down quietly. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandon.
First baseman, number 20.
fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Well struck left field. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Random takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes a ball. Swings and misses. Now 2-1.
There are very few counts in today's game where you can just full-on expect a fastball. I mean, even 2-0. Perfect example right there.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Random stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Out to short. Mendick tosses to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, number 34.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Winston, Rooney up and loosening in the pen. Lee getting cranked up as well. And there's a strike. And that is out of play. Missed with a changeup. It's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting, number 21.
And now the center fielder, Emilio Perez. 1 for 2. Perez, in his rookie season, only 18 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And another ball. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Danny Mendick, the next Giant to hit. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That's a little bit low. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Giants go in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. And we still back inside Fenway Park, bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for Boston, Trent Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing. That one's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that one fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at-bat, battling with 2 strikes. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Here's the left fielder, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's down and away.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that's in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Runner edges away at second and fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in the chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Charlie Stevens is done, and he exits in line for the loss, but overall he pitched pretty well. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New arm for the Giants, Joe Brandom.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Cannon in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Joe Brandom, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And here is Lane Huffman. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 3.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher. One out. Base is empty. Now, Ronaldo Starnes. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. That one at 95 missed up top. Going to count 1-2. High fly ball, right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So up next, Joe Brandon. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-1.
Next pitch is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss.
Full count.
Now fly ball to right center. Cruz. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trent Cruz now at the plate. 1 for 3. And that skips in the dirt.
1-0.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. The throw to first. And that is the inning. Red Sox. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Mariano Rosales. That one misses in the dirt.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Clips the corner, and the count is 1-1. The Giants trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm.
Will Smith, the next Giant to hit.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that's way high. And the count even 1-1. That one hit to right. And that drops foul.
Man, that's such a tough call for the umpire in real time, especially since those lines are not made of chalk the way they used to be. He got it right, though.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Now batting, number 21.
Emilio Perez, the next Giant to hit. Just missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it drops in. Run comes in from second. And it's an RBI single. Now down by 2. It's 3-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Up next,
so digging in,
the
Danny
Giants,
Mendick.
shortstop,
0 for
Danny
3 in
Mendick.
this one. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. Outside with a breaking ball. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Pitching for San
Back now, new
Francisco.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Quick.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Number 3 stands in now and watches strike 1. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late with the swing there.
1 and 2's the count.
Into center. Perez tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Valencia batting with 1 down takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Michael Daly preparing to come on if needed. Line drive caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than
Now
they look
batting,
sometimes.
number
There
5.
could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Cameron Cannon. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Lane Huffman digs in now. This to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back,
Sox.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Richard
17.
Fenner.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2
Now
outs
batting,
away.
number 31.
Starnes, the next to hit. Now he breaks his bat. Random makes the catch, and there are 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Down the left fielder, Joe Brandon. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
The Giants down to their final strike. Backed off the plate that time.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's down and in.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
3-1 ball game, quick game. We were looking for a little bit more. It seemed at points the offenses were going to break out. But
just about set, and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Gilberto Armas. What should we keep an eye on here?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. On to first. And an easy out to start the game. Graham Santos next to hit for the Rays. 2 hits in 13 at-bats in the series so far. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Just missed.
Ball.
1 out, base is empty. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. He's in there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One down, runner at third. Farr getting ready to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swing and a miss, strike one. Santos stands at third with 1 gone in the inning.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many. If he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him, he doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. The Rays strand just the 1, and now the Bombers will get their shot. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the mound today, Arturo Lantigua. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This to center field. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. These days most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily for second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Carlos Castro up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one is inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Here's a 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gill, the runner at third. Haight on at first with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in New York, and now the catcher comes up to him. David Samuels. Armas back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Gill coming in on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Aledmys Diaz now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now up for Tampa Bay, Barry McGowan. 3 for 11 in the series coming in. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Cut on and miss. Go to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
High fly ball out to left field. Gill. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Miles Middleton. Ground ball left side. And that's a fair ball. Eric Palacios stepping in now for the Yankees. Up the middle. That's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Joe Brandom stepping in now for the Yankees. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Sack bunt towards third. There's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now the right fielder, Joe Brandom. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it.
Gill in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Random off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So up next, Earl Hayden. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And there's a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. McGowan makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Inside, just missed. Armas, in his rookie season, just 19 years old. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2025. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And that's outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Counts full.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Yeah, the batter now, Joaquin Zarco. Fouled off down the right side. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering upstairs.
2-2.
And that's in the dirt.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Random pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the batting order turns over.
Langston.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Jim Langston. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
The first baseman, DeAndre Averill.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. In the air, left side. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for New York, Carlos Castro. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a curve misses outside. And it's 1-0. That's in there. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. And downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
And that one hammered. That's back. Going, gone. Carlos Castro with his first major league home run. A special moment in his young career. And who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Now it's the shortstop. Struck out swinging his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's going to be Miles Middleton. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That clips the corner. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And that misses. 3-1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2.
Okay.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Bo.
And next for New York, Eric Palacios. And he's already singled in this game. Cut on and lifted in the air and makes the grab. And that is that. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. And it's 2-zip. You're watching me here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Graham Santos. Check swing, called strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one upstairs, ball one. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Got him swinging.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Oliver Farr next to hit for the Rays. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's in there. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one almost got him. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Santo in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And the 1-0 misses low. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's carrying. And it is gone. His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
Two outs, nobody on. And here's the catcher, David Samuels. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Two outs.
1-2.
Base hit center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 13.
Aledmys Diaz now. A single his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Rays down by a run. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
up
4,
for the
and
Yankees,
stepping in for the
the
Yankees,
center fielder,
Joe Brandon. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Out to short, Diaz. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joe Brandon.
Now here is Joe Brandon. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fastball is outside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And now 2-0.
2-0.
Strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Miguel Gil.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Gil. He's 2 for 2. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Armas back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Left field, Gill has a beat on it, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Carlos Armas. Swing and a miss. The Rays down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat, and you definitely start to question yourself.
Now it's the second baseman, Joaquin Zarco. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two out, space is empty. That's off the mark. Now 2-0. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 3-1. And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So the lineup flips over. Jim Langston next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 2 in this one. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Zarco off of first with 2 away. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Tampa. They're down 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now it's going to be Earl Hayden.
Earl Hayden.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
And now the first baseman, DeAndre Averill. And that's in there for strike 1. And a pitch. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Started after it, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Castro. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. And that's outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. In the air, right field. Santos makes the grab. Out number 2.
The batter, number 35. Shortstop, Christian.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
Regis.
1 for 2. And that one sliced foul. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground at first. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays 1. New inning getting started. Leading off, Graham Santos.
Leading off for Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Graham Santos.
And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Rodney Clark getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Guerrero also throwing. On the ground, right side. Hayden gets it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The first baseman, number 4, Oliver Farr.
Oliver Farr next to hit for the Rays. Farr goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 19 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2025. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Fastball is outside. Next offering upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And next is the designated hitter, Ben Santo. He's already homered in this game. He swings and fouls 1 off. That one misses. Now 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed. David Samuels up next for the Rays. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Rays held in check here And our score remains 2-1.
Now pitching for
Joe
Tampa
Random
Bay.
takes over on the mound.
Number 3, Joe Random.
And now
Leading up
Miles
for the
Middleton.
Yankees, the designated hitter, Miles Middleton.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Now here is Eric Palacios. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Foul ball there. Middleton stands at second with no outs. Yeah, there's a ball. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Joe Random appears to be getting loose. Man at second.
Oh.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Now
to even
center
that count
fielder,
up at 2
Joe
balls and 2 strikes, but that time
Random.
chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Joe Random. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Oh, he gloves it. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the
The
ball
right
down,
fielder,
and
number
then
31,
fires with that
Joe
rocket arm all the way across
Random.
the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Joe Random stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that will end the inning. So they work around the leadoff double. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
New
We're in
York
the 7th.
Yankees,
We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Rodney
28.
Clark.
Well, the best
Rodney
relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's the
leading
catcher,
off for Tampa Bay,
David
the
Samuels.
catcher, David Samuels.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the
The
out.
batter, the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz.
And it's Aledmus Diaz. The shortstop takes a ball. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch is in there. 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Counts full.
That one ripped. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over, and that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And stepping in for the Rays, Barry McGowan. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Random on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Armas.
So up next, Carlos Armas, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one is absolutely belted. Random flying after this one. And it one-hops the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Big RBI for him right there. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic, so when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it, and that was nicely done for extra bases. Really important at bat coming up now.
Go-ahead run is at third. Stepping in, Joaquin Zarco. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. 2-2 game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Turned on, but foul wide of third. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Ground ball right side. Over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And up next for New York, Earl Hayden. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. One out.
Now
runner at second. Admiral now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Pickoff moved to second, and he dives back in safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one in the dirt and gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Fought off foul. Next offering is down low.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, runner tagging and heading for home. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and they take the lead in the 7th. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Castro. Rips one to right, and the inning is over. 1 run, no base hits, an error, and no one left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 3, the Rays 2. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jim Langston. Clark back to work. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That's inside. Movement in the Yankees pen. Barney Cervone getting loose out there. Guerrero also getting ready. Fouled off. He was late. Got him. And that's the first out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So digging in, Graham Santos. And that misses off the outside edge. One down, base is empty. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2. That's the third. Down the line, and it's foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Far in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Oliver.
One down, runner at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Oliver Farr. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in there. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike. No. 2 balls, no strike.
Misses again, 5 in a row.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That's in there. 3-1.
3-1.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Rodney Clark won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Joel Guerrero.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First and second, 1 out. Santo digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one almost got him.
Okay.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Samuels in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So the tying run at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. What a stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he had the chance to turn in 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And now the catcher for the Rays, David Samuels. Right through there for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's the third out. So the Rays strand a pair. They trail it 3-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Tampa
now,
Bay.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Number 61.
Parker Harm.
Well, one-run game. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 1 for 3.
Regent.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That finds the mark on the inside corner. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. Miles Middleton stepping in now for the Yankees.
Middleton.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Joe Brandom up and throwing. Swing and a foul out of play. Check swing called strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Nobody out. Runner at first. That's down and in.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's down and away.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And next for New York, Eric Palacios.
Eric Palacios.
And that drops in for a strike.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the
Now
dish.
batting, the center fielder,
Joe Brandon stepping in now for the Yankees. That misses. Ball 1. Now a pop-up on the infield. McGowan makes the grab. And that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
Number 14.
Barney Cervone.
Power slider guy, Boo. He
Cervone.
throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Well, one-run game, and now the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz. That's in for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. The tying run is on to start the inning.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
At the plate, Barry McGowan. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the next pitch is way outside. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And now it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Next to hit, Carlos Armas. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
2-2.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's all they'll get.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here is Joaquin Zarco. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Armas rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Magnificent play to finish it. How about that? It ends on a play at the plate.
Sometimes games come down to this. You've got to press the issue. Try to get that run across and tie it up. But an excellent throw. Nice job of concentration putting the tag on the runner. Exciting finish to this game today.